episode of Debate Club. If it had to happen in real life and everything in the movie had to come true, Monsters Inc. would be so much scarier to live in.
I disagree, and here is why. Imagine evil little gremlins that live with you in your room. Dylan, that's terrifying. I'm scared.
Sure, but they're nice. You have Woody and you have Buzz and they're going to save the day. Monsters Inc., they're all monsters. Their whole job is to try and scare you.
First of all, there are evil toys. What if you don't have a Buzz? What if your taste in toys is like my taste in men?
Then you deserve it.
Dylan! Toys with grudges is terrifying. Terrifying. Imagine any little, when you were younger. I'm sure that what you've done with your toys is aggressive, right?
I love my toys.
There's no child.
My favorite toy was a Buzz.
You're serious?
Yeah, I have a Buzz and a Woody.
Is he destroyed?
No, he's almost perfect condition, but I left him in the sun for so long, he kind of turned orange on one side.
Imagine that because you burned him, he now hates you.
Oh no, and he's gonna come and shoot me with his light bulb.
No, this is Gulliver's Travels, where all of the little things band together and it's trying to fight a giant. Or it's that debate. This was a meme recently. Would you rather be trapped in a mall with one gorilla or 50 poisonous snakes?
I would take every toy on earth in a mall versus one monster who was really trying to scare me.
But he's trying to scare you. At the end of the day, he's not going to do anything to you.
How am I supposed to know? Have you seen them? They're massive. They have 3 eyes, big fluffy mother.
But he's not actually going to cause you harm. He's just trying to harvest your screams.
They're trying to harvest your screams. So their job is to make you so afraid you audibly scream. A toy's job is to make you happy and play with you.
No.
Yes.
What we are marketed as a toy's job is to make you happy and play with you. Also, there's something I could say about that, but it scares me too much to say it. I'm not joking.
Now I feel like I need to say it.
I was going to say, that's the marketing that men want you to believe.
Oh, the patriarchy wants you to think toys are for fun.
No.
The matriarchy knows that toys are really scary.
No, I'm not talking about toys. I'm saying that's the same fake front that bad people will sell you. Oh, I just want to have a good time with you and make you happy. They're liars.
Okay.
They're liars.
What
they
about
have their
people,
own secret agendas.
But what about people? What are the agendas of people who specifically, enter your home against your will to scare you as a child so that as you get more and more scared, they can power their houses? They're collecting electricity based off your fear.
I think they're just trying to live, my guy. Humans are doing the same thing
Toys
with
don't
oil.
even live.
What?
Toys don't live. They're little plastic guys. If you don't believe in them, they die. So if you're scared and you just stop...
You're talking about Tinkerbell, bro.
No, the toys. If you forget about the toys and you don't play with them, they die. Like the little penguin
They just
guy.
get sad.
No, the penguin guy died.
The penguin is very alive. He just has a bit of a
he
throat
died.
problem.
I believe he died.
Hey, you're wrong. Again.
The movie told you, he's sad because no one was playing with him and then he died.
He didn't die.
I would so much rather have something that I can let die by not thinking about it than have a bunch of angry monsters.
Dylan, he didn't die. He just got depression. If you actually the toys, those are the good toys. They just get a little sad. Me when I'm on my period and it's a sad period versus me when I'm on my period and it's an angry period.
Same.
You know what? But you know what I mean? If there are some things that happen to you, bad things that affect you greatly, and you're I'm just depressed. And then there are some things which are bad and happen to you, and you're I want revenge. And
when you have scary monsters in your room in the middle of the night when you're a kid trying to sleep, and then you tell your parents that there's a monster, and they're like, no, there wasn't a monster in the closet, and they open it and they call you crazy.
Those parents gaslit their children for real.
What's scary, the monster or the gaslighting?
Ooh. Now we're asking the real question. Okay, as an adult, I am so scared. Dude, maybe this is why we just don't use... maybe we are internally programmed to stop liking toys.
Look, as an adult, that's adult height.
I just had a thought. Adults do have toys. Dylan, if I knew my vibrator was coming out of my drawer to attack me every night, I'd be scared.
One would argue it is.
I'm afraid.
On the other hand,
scared.
adult monsters. If I was
Adult
if I was
monsters.
this age, right, asleep, and a guy came into
I
my
know where you're
room, like 8 foot tall and blue and hairy, I would question A, what I ate, and B, my life choices, which would be quite scary.
So valid.
If my Buzz Lightyear started moving, I'd probably hug it.
I
I would probably hug it.
I would die. Have you watched Chucky? Have you watched Chucky?
Have you watched Toy Story? Was there Chucky in Toy Story?
No, because Toy Story is a movie for like children.
Yeah, and so is Monsters Inc.
If there is any toy who has like a secret agenda, it's like your little spies on the inside in a bad way. They literally know when you're sleeping. Not to Santa Claus
Here's
song.
the thing though. Where are your like childhood toys right now?
Right now, because I was programmed.
Where were they? Where are they?
Programmed. Wait. Oh, wait.
No, you have to answer the question. Where do you keep your childhood toys right now?
My childhood toys are nowhere to be seen. But you know what
Why?
I do have in my room?
Why are they nowhere to be seen?
Because I was programmed to stop them because they're evil.
No, but where are they right now?
But wait.
Where are they right now?
For my birthday.
Tell me where they are.
I don't know.
I'll tell you where they are. They're locked up somewhere. And if they all came alive, they'd be locked up in there until you're 85 inside Move House.
First of all, I know there are a lot of people who have like childhood teddy bears. And second of all, guys, for my birthday, Maria and Dylan gifted me a soft toy. That's a toy. What if it's secretly
It's
evil?
soft.
What if it's there?
It's in the name. What's he gonna do?
Suffocate you. That's such a quick
we're
answer.
not all soft toy sized. As a regular sized adult, right? I'm not worried about a teddy bear.
Oh, but that's
coming to
that's so
kill you.
scary. Like imagine you were a toy and you really wanted to like kill somebody. Like the way I would do it is to like crawl into their throat and stop them from breathing. That's so scary. That's so scary.
Wait. So let's agree. What you find scary
It's choking.
is a fluffy animal coming to life in your room to try and kill you.
I am allowed to be terrified by that.
Sure, you should be terrified about that. Now imagine that little bear. Imagine it's 7 foot tall and blue and purple.
And very clumsy. I feel like
It
Sally's
makes even
very
more
clumsy.
noise. It scares even more.
The monsters in Monsters Inc. don't actually want to harm you. They don't. They just want to like
Toys don't want to harm you
harvest
either.
your little screams.
Even in Toy Story, the bad toys never try to hurt the kids.
The motive, though, if a bad toy decided it wanted to hurt kids, that's it. Monsters, on the other hand, they don't want anything from you. They just want to harvest your screams and go
they
away.
just want to make you terrified for your life, for the rest of your life, and cause like childhood trauma that leads into adulthood.
Mind over matter, Dylan. A toy horror movie already exists and it's called Chucky, and as a child I was actually unironically so afraid. Like, you know, the DVD rental stores, I would like specifically not look at where I knew the Chucky DVD was.
You just told every single person watching this how old you are.
That's
Like,
fine.
No, we're fine. I
I'm
love the
not embarrassed
DVD.
by that.
Bring the DVD stores back, right? Because I want to go in. I want to pull this thing off the shelf. It's called Toy Story.
No.
Right?
No.
And then I'm going to show it to children and be like, wow, what's scary about this? And if I told a child, I'm going to show you a movie, right? This movie is about you sleeping. In the middle of the night, monsters come in to make you scream.
But
That's a scary
we're talking about these concepts as horror movie genres.
Horror movie. It's the horror movie. Monsters Inc. Right?
As horror movie genres, what you could do with the prospect of, oh yeah, your toys come alive at night and try to like kill you
Yeah,
or
sounds stupid.
choke you.
I agree.
Or sound stupid. Chucky was successful for a reason.
Yeah.
Love Chucky now.
Okay.
Was terrified as a child.
How
terrified.
how many movies were there, horror movies, right, where it's about a toy coming to life? How many movies were about monsters coming to life?
Like, it's just something about like something that you've trusted within your home, within your room, within your safe space, like coming to life and like causing harm. Like, I'd rather just take my screams, bro.
It's
Just take my
completely
screams.
avoidable.
Just take
If
my
Toy
screams.
Story had to be real, right? It was a real horror movie. Like, oh shit, my toys are trying to kill me. Put them in a box outside. Oh no. And then you close your door. They go open your door with your key.
But you wouldn't
Monsters
know.
coming through your closet.
Also, have you ever
There's
watched,
no way to get rid of that.
Have you ever watched Gremlins? Lock the closet.
They
lock
open
the
it
door.
anyway.
That's a thing that actually happens, right? They throw the door away, or they lock it, or they wire
So
it a
just
different way.
take your door off. Just throw your room door away so the monsters don't
Just
come in.
lock it a little bit. Like, that would be the solution.
And then how do your parents come in? You're a kid. You're gonna lock your door.
Don't they come in through the closet doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the parents are
Their
in the
parents
closet.
aren't entering. Maybe their parents are
I know
closeted.
many parents who are in the closet. And they should have a right to come out.
This goes back to, would you rather be trapped in a mall with like one gorilla or like 20 poisonous snakes? The snakes are creepier, man. The snakes are creepier.
But like the same number of both, right? Because if you have a bunch of toys, you can technically also have a bunch of monsters.
I don't
if
think
they
it's
want to.
I don't think it's the same number of both. But even if it was, there are certain types of toys which would like kill you in a second.
Yeah, like the snake guy in Monsters Inc. What was it? The salamander, the
Randall.
lizard?
Was his name Randall?
Something like that. He can like shapeshift and he can like hide and then move around and hide again. That's creepy.
Oh no, an
I
oversized chameleon.
I had a toy of him that you put him in the fridge
Stop.
and he changes colors.
That's so cool.
And as a kid, that scared me.
Are you serious?
100%. I'm like, why is he changing colors?
You were not okay as a child.
No, probably not. But I was just like, why was he purple and now he's blue? That's scary.
No, it's
My
just,
buzz was fine.
I hate to break
Most
it
he
to
did
you.
was this. That's what it was. That's
First of all, did you just win my argument for me, because you just said you were afraid of a toy as a child? Now
I
imagine
was
that toy.
afraid of a Monsters Inc. toy.
Imagine that toy had harmful intentions.
Yeah.
You were already afraid of him.
I wouldn't have been afraid if he would start moving. He's a little plastic guy. I could kill him. Just
Dude,
smack.
is it just me who has this like genuinely, I don't know if it's irrational. I think it's pretty rational, to be honest. Like anything that can like make its way into my body by being sneaky and slimy and secretive. Any movie where that was like, I'm gonna call it a
Leave
trope.
your history with men out.
Stop!
We're talking about monsters. And
Men are monsters,
The
I'm like, I'm not
fictitious
a-
kind. What's scarier, right? A prospector being like, howdy, or I'm watching you, Christina.
Not the full name.
You see?
The full name was scarier than that. She would have to, I could run away from her for 5 minutes and she'd have to take a year to catch up with me.
But there are other ones that are faster. Like Mike Wazowski can roll.
The guy who got the sock stuck on him. Poor
Okay.
sock monster.
Oh, and the toys that run out of batteries.
Is that how they worked?
Yeah, Buzz got his batteries taken out and he turned
Also,
Spanish.
have you ever watched the movie Gremlins? Because that is just now, for some reason, seeping into my brain.
Which were monsters,
Terrifying.
not toys.
They were disguised as toys.
But they were monsters, meaning monsters
Toys.
are scarier.
They're.
Would you not have been afraid of them if they were in a slightly different form?
What do you mean?
They're bigger. They are massive gremlins. You'd be even more afraid of them.
I think intention
Ergo-
matters.
Ergo, right?
Ergo.
That the gremlin's big, meaning not toy, is scarier.
I don't know, man. Like, oh my gosh, you know as well, like in like the 90s, there was like an actual fear of, I'm going to bring up Furbies. I was so afraid. Man, my one Furby, there was a time where it started malfunctioning and you wouldn't click it at all and it just started speaking in a distorted voice by itself. Like, I'm out of there forever. I'm scared.
Sure, you're scared, but it's not going to kill you.
What if it was real? How do I know? I think
What's
it
he going to
would.
do? Eh.
Man.
So you're laughing. It's not even scary. Just you're a Victorian child. Right? Victorians weren't in the 1800s, but let's pretend they were. Right? So an old-timey child with the little booties and the one pair of pants.
They have booties in the 1800s.
I don't know. I'm probably being racist against an entire 100 years of time. But you are asleep in your room that's connected to a bunch of other rooms because odds are you didn't have that many rooms because you were poor, right?
Yes.
You have one toy, which is a stick. And in the middle of the night, two things come to life. The stick you named Elmo, after your grandfather Elmer, or a 7-foot fluffy demon.
Okay, first of all, we don't know he's a demon. Maybe he's just tall and fluffy. It could be like a friendly Bigfoot, the Yeti guy.
People were very afraid of Bigfoot.
Yeah, because they saw it and they didn't bother to like get to know him. They were just like, oh, big scary.
That's what you're going to do if you ever encounter a shark. You're just be like, he's probably a chill
Sharks are
dude.
genuinely so misunderstood, actually. I'm so passionate about
I'm
this.
sure they're misunderstood, but they can stay misunderstood miles away from me. And preferably underwater while I'm above ground.
Also, you are only arguing like Elmo is like the biggest issue. We're not considering like voodoo dolls, which were such a thing. It's actually a bit terrifying.
And if they came alive, again, they're pieces of wood. What's a piece of wood going to do with you? You're going to get a splinter.
Anything that's like small and creepy and has ulterior motives.
Like a big monster trying to scare you to death.
It's not trying to scare you to death. It's just trying to scare you to harvest your screams a little bit.
Because that's not scary. You tell me that's less scary than the stick. The
thing
wooden
is,
spoon that you
man,
wrap the cloth around.
We always have more voice. We don't have more like life if a toy decides they're gonna like destroy us and murder us. And also, if voodoo dolls, we're assuming that they come to life, right? We're assuming that they're real. If voodoo dolls were real, I'm afraid. I'm so afraid.
I would be honest with you. If voodoo dolls were real, I'd be afraid of you. I wouldn't be afraid of the voodoo dolls. I'd be afraid of what you'd be doing with them.
They would be used for evil.
If you found out your voodoo dolls actually worked, I would be afraid of you more than I'd be afraid of any of the toys.
Some people about to get voodooed.
Which would argue you might become a monster.
Didn't stop that. That's a dead-end argument that's not gonna work here.
Because there are different kinds of monsters. There are
Oh my
serial
God.
killers. Are you afraid of serial killers?
I am actually very intrigued by serial killers.
Exactly. Because you probably are one.
As soon as he said exactly, I was like, where is he going with this?
I didn't know either. I didn't think you were going to empathize with the monsters.
No, I wouldn't say empathize. I would just say curiosity. I didn't think you were going to.
Well, curiosity killed the cat, and the murderers and the monsters killed the children. And as an 1800s kid who's never seen anything, no CGI, no movies, nothing, I'm not afraid of a doll coming to life. I'd probably just whack it with something or set the town on fire, which was doable back then and almost encouraged in most places, versus a big scary dude that I'm telling like, oh, they would have sent me to the psych ward. They would have been like, oh, she's seeing like the monsters. Time to give her the morphine.
The morphine.
Time to give her the morphine.
Man, I would argue though that even as like, I love how we keep saying Victorian child, even as a child full stop in an age where the internet and anything that could vaguely help you in this bizarre scenario didn't exist, I would argue that it's more terrifying to be unaware of the danger around you. Like, oh, just a stick. If the stick is trying to kill you, it's still a stick that's trying to kill you, my guy.
There have been thousands of scary stories across every generation of every human being that ever existed. And every single one of them was about some kind of monster doing some kind of thing to extract screams out of their prey. Monsters, Inc. is that for children, which is way scarier than a bunch of toys coming to life that no one has ever sat around the campfire and told a scary story about.
Long story short, intention is important. It could be the biggest, scariest monster ever, but if all they want is my screams and don't care about me living or dying, I don't care. I'll scream a little bit and they can go away forever. But toys, things that you've let into your home unknowingly, and no, scary, don't want it. Thank you, goodbye.
So who do you think won, and why do you think monsters are scarier? What should we debate next? If you liked it, like it. If you subscribed it, and see you in the next one. So basically what she's saying is, intention is scary.
Intention is scary, and by the way, so are human beings. I feel like that's the real
Because
monster.
they're monsters. That's the real monster, not that's the real toy. Boom.
You just messed up all our mic noises.
You admit monsters are scarier than toys.
I admit
End the
nothing.
video.
Maybe
End the
monsters
video.
have a bad rep.
End the video. End the video. I'm editing this. I ended the video. Boom.